Hi and welcome to Tea Time with Karen. Today I'm going to finish showing you the bone broth. So I completed the bone broth. I cooked it, took the bones out and took the meat out and the vegetables out, and then I cooked it longer, and then I put it let it cool off a bit, put it in the refrigerator, and now I'm going to freeze the broth. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is taking the fat off the broth. So there'll be some fat on the thing, and it's actually, because it was in the fridge, it's pretty solid, so I just will take that off the top layer. After I have all the fat off, I'm going to be packaging this for the freezer. These are going to be given to one of my clients who has purchased them. So I make the bone broth specifically for them. And then I also will make some for my family. So what I found is I found these containers. They're ice cream containers, paper, and they have plastic lids. And I will put some bone broth in the containers. I will label the container with the date it was made and the ingredients. This will keep about a year in the freezer. They're going to be frozen. There is like a waxy coat here, which is probably some sort of plastic. I'm not concerned with the plastic if it's in the freezer, because that won't leach. It's when it gets hot that it leaches. So I make sure that the bone broth is completely cooled off. It was sitting in the refrigerator, so it's cooled off before I will put it in the containers. So these are great because they're individual size, and the person who's getting the broth can just take one container out. I've instructed them to take the frozen contents, heat it up in a pot, not in the container, and then they're good to go. I wouldn't use this to heat up because it does have some sort of plastic on the inside, and you don't want that to get into the food. So, basically I just take the liquid and make a portion, and then it's ready to be put in the freezer. I will label it, date it, put all the ingredients that were used, so that way I know exactly what it is, and then when when it can no longer be used. These are also good for starter gravies, the bone broth. So if you're making stews, having the bone broth really is a good starter for making like a stew-like meal, and it's rich in minerals, so it's a really healthy way to start things. Anyway, that's it for tonight, and I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day, and bye from Tea Time.